New from Eureka is Lady Reporter, otherwise known as the Blonde Fury, starring Cynthia Rothrock. I love Cynthia Rothrock and I'm happy to see just about any film that she's in, and this was one of the only times that a Western actor headlined a Hong Kong film. In this one we have a counterfeit program that's going on and they call in the help of the FBI. So we get Cindy, played by Cynthia Rothrock, who comes over to pretend to be part of a newspaper because that's who they feel is printing this money and they want to investigate what's going on. And we get to see her come over, instigate herself into the reporter business, deal with her best friend whose father is the lawyer that's prosecuting the big gangster in this one, the person who's behind this counterfeiting scheme. And basically that's the setup. To be honest, they're not overly complicated films. They're just about to set up the bad guy, the good guy, and the fight sequences that's going to come all the way through this film until we get to the end moment, which we know is going to be pretty awesome. I loved Lady Reporter because I feel like Cynthia Rothrock has so many action set pieces in this and they're all wonderful. Even though they're elaborate and comically set up at times, I still loved those action set pieces. There's one at the finale where they have this giant net pyramid and someone stuck in the middle of it. It's an obvious trap. It's obviously a really convoluted trap, but it doesn't matter because it gives our characters a great area, a great location to do these wonderful action set pieces, to do these flips down this net, to throw people off them, to create something that's rather unique in the action genre. An interesting finale which I really loved. This is your typical kind of Hong Kong film at the time. It has a wealth of terrific action set pieces, but in between that we get some comedic shenanigans, we get some funny moments. There's a moment at the start where Cindy goes in to save a baby from a dying building and she comes out and her hair's all kind of crazy and she's all kind of charcoal burnt, and there's interaction with people that's really kind of fun because we have vying news groups here. We have a kind of tabloid news group that's struggling to make money, that's trying to get a foothold again and try to build up its readership, and they know by kind of following Cindy they're going to get some good stories out of this because of that fire sequence at the start. So you get the instigation of these kind of comedic characters that are all really kind of fun. It's a harmless film. At 90 minutes it really zips by, but it's most notable for giving Cynthia Rothrock quite a lot to do in the acting chops and quite a lot of action to perform as well. And the action is exemplary. It's so fun. It's so varied and different. It feels kinetic and high octane, and I loved every set piece that was in this. The bad guy is maniacally over the top, scenery chewing bad guy. That's my favourite kind. They're silly, they're blasé about what they're doing, and they have a horrible finale coming to them. This one is particularly great. I really enjoyed it quite a lot. The way he just wants to make the world burn at the end, kind of knows that his time's done. He's not going to escape this, but he's going to cause as much carnage as he can to a particular character in this one. It's so much fun. The partner that Cynthia Rothrock has is great as well. You feel there's a little bit of chemistry, but they don't push that aspect of it, where normally it's right in your face and it becomes front and centre to the story. Here it's subtle, it's behind the scenes, but it's interesting. Leaves a little bit of subtext to read into it as well, which I kind of like. Lady Reporter, another winner from Eureka. I loved it because lots of Cynthia Rothrock, lots of terrific action, really quick run time, and a fun and easy to watch action spectacular. I would thoroughly recommend picking this one up. Let's jump into the disc, have a look at the extras. Here we are in the disc for Lady Reporter, also known as The Blonde Fury. We have the theatrical version with original Cantonese mono audio and a commentary by Frank Jeng and Vincent Lin. We have the export version with the original English dubbed mono audio and a commentary with Mike Leader and Arne Venema. We have the special features, which is The Blonde Fury, Cynthia Rothrock on the making of Lady Reporter. This is 16 minutes and 4 seconds. It's terrific. I was so happy to see her on the disc talking about this film. She talks about working without a script, just turning up and finding out what she was doing that day. She talks a lot about a couple of the action set pieces, particularly the jump from the burning building at the start and the kind of effect that had on her. It's terrific. We need more of Cynthia on discs talking about her films. It's terrific. We also have director Mang Hoi on Lady Reporter, which is 8 minutes 53, talking about how this was his first film, how he wasn't there for some of the action set pieces that were shot, how the story was just kind of typical and throwaway, but the fighting was the most important part, and the reshoots that Golden Harvest wanted. We also have a select scene commentary with Cynthia Rothrock, which is 17 minutes 45. She's on there along with Frank Jeng, talking about a couple of the action set pieces in the film. Again, it's great to have her on here talking about this stuff. Trailer 1 is 2 minutes 33 and is fantastic. You need to watch this one. Kind of introducing her to the Asian market as the female Rambo. It's you have to see it to believe it. Trailer 2 is more conventional. It is 3 minutes 49 seconds. Within the package as well, there's a couple of art cards. There is a 20 page booklet with the essay by James Oliver talking about Cynthia Rothrock in this film, which is terrific as well. And that's the extras for Lady Reporter. So there we have it. Lady Reporter, The Blonde Fury. Terrific film. One that I'm really glad to have seen. A great Cynthia Rothrock film. I would be happy to see more of these kind of films being released as well. Let me know in the comment box below whether you loved it, hated it, fell somewhere in the middle. Can't wait to read your comments. There is more content up here where you can see more of my stuff, and in the description box below are links to the Patreon membership program and manvfilm.com. All ways in which you can support me. Thanks for watching. See you next time.